plug. Simply plug in. Let's check its settings out. And let's see if we can go from there. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. 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 Okay, fine. Okay, cool. I really need to check my settings. Although this is just some random stuff that I'm doing right now. We-On-Loc Nation at this time of the morning is often been thinking about the state of the community as of late. And I have to say, it's not looking too good. I am going to say what I've heard from Mr. Trump today, which was awfully goofy because he said the exact same thing randomly 8 years ago. He said the exact same things that he would say to each and every one of us, although I wasn't really listening. I heard him, but I wasn't listening. I've been on these airways and on the internet, and I was just thinking to myself, well, does anybody care at this point? Does anybody care about the state of affairs of about the community as of right now? And I say yes to certain people in certain groups, and I say no to certain people in certain groups. And the top names end up getting mentioned all the time. Your Angry Man's, your Anton Daniels, your Myrons from Fresh and Fit, all these top internet thugs, right? They all get mentioned. Why do they get mentioned? Is because they bring the boys to the yard. Pause. They bring a lot of attention, is what I mean. And I'm just wondering, when are we going to start waking up and realizing that, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, that we need to defend for ourselves? We just need to defend for ourselves and start picking individually people who will agree with the same ideas as, let's just say, if I were to come up with an idea to stop people from, say, for example, using birth control or contraceptive and just go abstinence. Let's just say there are going to be 10 people in the room, right? Eight would disagree with me. But then the two would be like, that would be that'd be an awesome idea, right? I would take the two out of the eight people and then find another and another and another and another. It's very scary. It's a very scary thing, very scary situation going into 2025 2026. We're in 2024 and things are starting to get real interesting with all being revealed, with all truths coming out all of a sudden, right? And it's all due to the eclipse. We all know once that eclipse hit, it was something, it was something in the air, and that made everything just come out viral. And I never thought it will, allegedly, I never thought in my mind that Martin Luther King was a cheater. I still don't believe it. But in 2035, all will be revealed. In 2035, all will be revealed. I'm just going to go through certain things that I'm going to stop doing, or I'm going to try to stop doing. And that is, number one, stop being so rah with everyone. I'm just going to stop doing it because it's not going to, it doesn't, what does it do? It's no good for anyone. It's not good for me. It's not good for my health. It's not good. It's not good to um just start yelling at people for no reason. Yelling comes to insults. You have to increase your intelligence. You have to increase your vocabulary, and you have to increase your the decency within, or which what you talk about every day. You have to increase it. You must think intelligently. The second thing I'm going to stop doing is I am going to stop throwing insults unless insults are being thrown my way. I've come to figure out how YouTube works. And people think whatever they want to think. If you think that, you know, how do I say it? If you think tearing down a a community of black people by, and I'm talking about the ignorant Negroes out there. If you think tearing down a community by continuously just trash talk women all day, about women all day, then, and if it's going to get you views, then fine. But I come to find out that a lot of people are following behind those, or trying to follow behind those who have nothing to do all day but just say the same old, what did that guy say? What did that guy say? Just basic, just pickaninny stuff. In other words, we're going to ride this ride of trash talking women and basically telling it how it really is, that women are supposed to follow men. Women are supposed to be feminine and do within their means of femininity and stuff like that. And I know deep in my soul that people who listen to these people often are getting tired. I'm getting tired of it. And I know people who, even the top dogs are getting tired of it. Maybe not. Because as long as this goes on, Oh, and I almost forgot throw a little caveat there. Dr. Umar, of course, as long as it's out there, it's good for content. It's good for content purposes. And quite frankly, I'm getting sick of it because we don't have really nothing else to talk about at the end of the day. We just don't. Shouts out to Shouts out to Venus. She has done a marvelous job. Red Supreme doing a marvelous job. Um, Christopher J doing a marvelous job holding his own. He just needs to come up off that suit. uh, Fatty just had a birthday today. Um, Happy birthday, Fatty. He is now 35. And I also would like to congratulate, if any, Jay Prince and Flora. Now, those two, in my opinion, truly need each other. And they are good for each other. Jay Prince can learn, I guess, he can learn some things from Flora. And in return, I guess Flora can learn some things from him. I mean, they're, believe it or not, a perfect match. They're both alpha. I'm, I'm dead serious. They are both alpha dogs, and it fits with for them. It fits. Um, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sugarcoat, or I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they're a perfect fit. Um, just learn to continuously grow and have fun with it. And the more important thing is just to have fun with one another. Just to have fun. Just to have fun and relax and just enjoy yourself, right? Just enjoy yourself. And the Jay Prince is gonna be fine. Jay Prince is going to be fine. If you have that woman cooking and help with the children and doing stuff that she primarily wants to do and nobody else is telling her to do it, she's doing it for him. And in return, he's doing something for her. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Congratulations to you two. What else? I'm going to involve myself a little bit more with the beef sector 8 and with the lead dog in Trish. I believe that this sector, uh, this sector here, this sector right here, I'm going down. I gotta go up. This sector right here is going to go places. Although I do want to emphasize that I want to build a sector of my own. Don't know what I wanted to call it yet. Don't want to call it yet. So here's my random thoughts. Here's my random thoughts about the Black community as it pertains of today. Starting with the real world. Things can be better. Things change for the better. And I still think a lot of black people need jobs. A lot of black people need housing. A lot of black people need assistance. A lot of black people need assistance when it comes to food, medicine, stuff like that. But I would say overall, we're doing good for the most part when it comes to the real world. Here, here in the YouTube sphere, here in the YouTube sphere, there needs to be some work, but nothing will change. You'll see the same faces. You'll see the same faces. Oh, you know what? I had to say this. There are those if you know one another and you have a live stream, right? And you're trying to reduplicate what was on Fight Club, that's cool. That's cool. But it's not going to be the same. When Fight Club was around, niggas was bashing niggas. There was no type of intelligent talk for at least the good 10 to 20, 10 to 15 minutes. And then after that, it just turned ratchet. I know that because I was a part of it for a while. I think things can be better, in my humble opinion. Things can be so much better. But will things translate over to power and wealth and all these other things? I have no idea. I have no idea. The only thing I can say is there are a lot of good YouTubers out there. A lot of good YouTubers. I'm not gonna lie. There are a lot of good YouTubers, but the one YouTuber that I cannot stand right now, and it's no shade, it's Ness. They say that and repeatedly, I don't know Ness. I don't know her. I don't know her from a can of paint. All I know is if it wasn't for Sha Kim, I would have never found Trish. Because I just straight heard my name and it was on Trish's live one day. And if you look, I still have the video up where me and Trish were, you know, Trish was having a conversation with me about, past tenses, wink, wink, which I ain't gonna bring up. And then some truth have been revered, right? And again, Trish is a very powerful and intelligent human being, but there are other forces in the beef sector, which all they got to do is turn a microphone up real loud, and they start screaming in the hills about other people within the community. And I don't know if these people are for or against one another. I really don't know. And this little Vegas trip that's going to be happening will tell all. It will tell a story, or it'll just be a dud. It'll just be a dud. But I don't think I would want to be around. I don't think I would want to be around to see it coming. I really don't. And I still don't know who this Lemon character is. I really don't know who this Lemon character is. I mean, I guess he gives good content. I guess I don't stick around because I feel some fuck shit brewing. I just feel some fuck shit brewing. And let me see. Let me see. Right, let me see.
Just because it's a dessert wine, it doesn't mean that
I'm sick of Taylor.
yeah, like
It is,
you can
it's
drink
actually
Taylor.
meant
They
for
have
dessert.
Taylor at the bar. Like if you go to the bar, like certain bars, they do have.
So, but wait, let's stay on topic. Let's
Go ahead,
land this plane.
stay on topic.
So you posted a thirst trap in Bree's Discord. You asked Casey was she getting wet. What made you ask Casey was she getting wet? Why'd you say that?
Trolling us.
All right,
You was trolling her?
Trolling us. Yes.
All right,
Because
let
she said you were a midget. Okay, go ahead. Let's let them answer.
All right. So before I sent like they weren't thirst traps per se. They were just photos of me with my entire body, head to toe. They weren't thirst traps. Like if I was trying to give a thirst trap, I would show you my dick print, right? That would be a thirst trap. I would show you my 6-pack, my 8-pack abs. That's what I would show you. You know what I mean? So that wasn't a thirst trap from my point of view. I don't have to thirst trap for nobody, especially.
That's how his lives are. I was expecting a little bit. Well, in the past, I would be expecting a whole lot more, but this is quite interesting.
Hate that you do is what you said the penis.
Diane,
What's up with Shakim, bro? That's how you acting?
Sorry, I'm not playing. Go.
This is
go
sick.
You got you an echo right now?
Wanted something to listen to. But what I don't care is about a motherfucker saying what I did or I didn't do. What I don't understand is who the hell cares what you believe? Who cares?
I don't believe you.
I don't give a damn what you believe.
MU is primarily. Listen, I'm not gonna place judgment. I'm not gonna place judgment on MU just because we had that little mishaps the other night. I'm not gonna place judgment on her. This is obviously I heard some things that, quite frankly, I shouldn't hear because it's quite frankly not meant for YouTube. But a lot of people like to throw their shit out there just because it's live, just because they just want to and they just want their voices to be heard. I'll let people dig their own grave sometimes.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
What do you mean?
You're just talking. It's like you're just saying words, hoping they match. What the fuck are you talking about?
Get the fuck on.
So let me tell you this, Lemon. Let me tell you this. What I don't like, I'm not talking to you, ma'am. I don't know you. I don't know you. So let me tell you something. I'm a woman and I don't even fucking know you. So there's no reason for me to adjust my comments towards you. But let me tell you this. I don't care what people believe. I'm not offended by your comment because I'm grateful I got all my motherfucking teeth. I don't care what this lady is saying. She don't live with me. What I think is weird is for women.
Did she just say I have all my teeth? Didn't she used to do meth or something? Some people just need help, counseling.
To speak on me that I don't know because she don't live in my house. She don't know what the fuck I did.
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. But let me say this, Lemon. I actually consider what you said a compliment. So thank you for that. Okay, because I don't want to look like what I went through.
Yeah, Man, my bad
So
for
I
bringing
need
you
you
up.
to
My bad.
accomplish
My bad.
this other lady sitting on her high fucking horse instead of with her man, if she even has one. I don't care what you think about my life, ma'am. Are you okay? So shut the fuck up talking to me. I don't know you.
Don't do that. Look, don't do
Don't
that.
Wow.
Tell me what to do. I don't know who I'm talking to right now. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I think it's weird for
Mind you, this is the same one that got defensive automatically with me and Montrese. We're just asking simple questions. Just have a simple conversation. And then she just blew up for apparently no reason. I mean, typical, but let's keep going.
women that think they know my life, but you don't even know me. I don't know you, and I never even disrespect you. So shut the fuck up.
Hold on, one second.
Anyway, women, that's all I came here to say.
Misunderstood.
I don't
That's Hazel. That's Hazel.
talking about.
Her name is Hazel. Her name is Hazel.
I don't know her. I don't know her.
I know. I'm just telling you.
Because
so
who cares? I didn't believe she was a method.
Cares?
And she's sitting here
I don't care, Hazel. I don't care.
Bitch, get the fuck off the piano.
Care.
Go
I take
drive
it as
somewhere.
a compliment.
Get off the piano and drive somewhere.
Thank you.
Ain't nobody saying anything to offend you.
And people take that as a shot. I take that as if you are addicted to some type of substance that's not good for you, then by all means get some help. By all means, get some help. But when it's just when you're behind the microphone and behind the camera, nobody can touch you. Those who like to act ignorant, nobody can touch you. It's freestyle right now. But if I was around somebody who, if I were to do crack or meth or whatever, and I was around that person and I knew where that person lived, I'll be heading over to the house. Quite frankly, anything could go down. But you ain't gonna disrespect me like that and just ain't gonna let shit slide. No.
Weirdo. Don't nobody give a damn what you think. Did nobody ask what you thought about MU? You know what I think? The problem is because I don't fuck with you. I don't know you, and I don't care that you know what? You're entitled to be wrong. You must be used to it. You must be used to it. Because I'm sitting over here.
To be perfectly honest, I can't wait for them to come to Vegas, to be perfectly honest with you. I might just sneak out and check things out just because hell, it's my city. But this might be interesting. And plus I am interested in one name, and I think his name is Jay Lamont or something, right? And I will be meeting Shaq Kim for the first time in a long time. And if I do see Big Rig, which is kind of highly unlikely, it'll be cool. We could hang out, chill out, whatever. The rest of these niggas, I don't know.
I just doing my own thing. I don't even bother you, ma'am. I don't even bother you.
How you doing,
what you
sugar?
say? Who cares what you say? I'm sitting here with my
Hey,
ninja,
how
not
you
even
doing,
worried
sugar
about you,
pie?
and you sitting over there lonely as hell, worried about the fuck another woman does. What is wrong with you? Are you okay? And nobody even worried about you.
Matter of fact, how about
I don't give a how about nothing. Why does he even call for me? Why does he even call
Where
me?
Treasure?
My
She's in an
life is not
argument.
your business, ma'am. Mind your business.
I know.
I am not your business. So don't nobody give a fuck what you think. You sound stupid because people have met me in real life that know what the fuck I've been through. I don't like people trying to tell my story for me. I don't care what y'all say, but don't let me. Do you understand why I'm upset? Wait a minute, I do,
misunderstood.
I don't like
I
people
do
to
understand.
tell my story. If I tell you that I've been through this stuff and people in my life have met me, I don't need this damn woman to come over here and what the fuck that bitch is.
Ain't nobody call your name.
I'll be right back. No, you spoke to me. Don't try to backtrack now.
Do you believe if white folks will listen to this, they would they cheer, or would they have would have a concerned look on their face? Just to be curious. Because we're all about solutions. Black folks think that if this would be the perfect solution in getting everything, just get everything out like this. For what? I ain't no, but I just think we could do better than this. But if 900, let's just say if 900 people were in the chat, I believe part of that 900 will be laughing at this dude. And parts of everyone else will be laughing for him. I always say when you have that many in a room and it's just all negative kind of attendance, anything goes. They just like to be entertained. But are you being supported? That's the question.
Now, bitch, don't try to backtrack now. Something is wrong with you. Now I ain't going nowhere. You should have fucking mentioned me. Because I don't know
Hey,
your bitch.
how you doing?
I'm doing all right, but not right now. I don't need to worry about you. I think you're retarded. I think that you're strange, and now you're trying to backtrack. Don't backtrack now, bitch. I heard you say that MU is not addicted to what she said. You little weirdo.
Goodbye. Go have a good night. Go do something.
I'm already having a good night. I'm having a good night, cursing you the fuck out. My night is great.
Bye, bitch.
My night is great.
Goodbye.
I can do this shit all day.
Go enjoy yourself.
We good. I'm enjoying myself with my dude, what you should be doing instead of worrying about what the fuck MU is doing.
Don't nobody care.
You see how that works? Obviously you do. For you to be sitting up there now, you don't care.
Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care in the fucking beginning. You dumbass.
Mind your business.
Goddamn panel.
Mind your business. Mind your business. You spoke on me. Oh, this is my business,
bitch. I didn't speak on you. I made a comment on you, but I didn't speak on you.
That's me, you weirdo.
Yeah,
speaking on me. You fucking bitch.
Stupid.
You spoke. No, you sound stupid. You sound stupid. You sound stupid. You ever tried? Yeah. Next
Actually, both of y'all sound crazy as hell.
Nobody fucking said to you. Get your fucking ass down. Go do whatever.
I ain't going nowhere.
Go to your.
And you add yourself to the equation. You gotta.
All it is just yelling and screaming. That's what I'm talking about. All it is just yelling and screaming, and you let it go on and on and on for 30, 40 minutes. And somebody else gets to yelling and screaming. This is not what I would intended. This is not what I intended to want for Black people. But this is why I asked the question. We are in a state of emergency, are we not? This is 2024, and we ain't getting no better. We ain't getting no worse. Now remember, mind you, I said some people are getting better. Some people are starting to see light. But others, it's the same old song and dance. Now, I'm going to show you in a minute that there are people within the YouTube streets and the YouTube hemisphere that take a different type of an energy, per se, and they throw it out in the atmosphere, and they have dialogue with one another. They have a different type of attitude, a different type of it's a different type of pleasantry, if that makes sense. It's a different field, and it's something that I personally myself would attract to. Like I am attracted to good conversations from both genders. I would prefer that versus this. Now, don't get me wrong. Every once in a good while, this should happen because you just letting your feelings out. But this is starting to get boring.
Fuck with you. Listen, lady.
Oh,
Stop.
shit.
If you didn't want me to address you, then you shouldn't address me, period.
I don't care. And I don't care.
That's a dog problem on my ass. Fuck you, bitch.
And
That's
I
the
don't
whole
care.
part you're not getting.
And I
I don't need to get anything. You don't even have a conversation. You don't know how to have a
Hey,
conversation.
Simply just wanted to get up in there and scratch,
fuck
bro.
Simply. Don't nobody give a fuck about Simply. Fuck you, bitch.
Not really.
Exactly,
Listen, you don't know how to have a conversation. That's your problem. All these damn
She don't like the fact that I ask her questions and she don't want to answer to it, and I catch her in her lies, unlike some people.
I can't help you with that.
That's the problem, Big Rig. I always ask them questions based off of something that they done said, and they don't like that.
Simply, the people in the chat, the people in the
Simply shut the fuck up talking. I got you blocked. Shut up. Now listen.
I don't care
The
if
people-
you
the people in the
you
chat-
don't like the fact that I question stuff that comes
Hold on, everybody got mute. Let her finish.
That's why you got me blocked.
I don't
Hold
even
on.
know you, man.
Hold on,
When you
hold on.
say you have on, I don't give a damn what you talk.
You look at it like, okay, I wasn't so deep in my addiction that it literally destroyed my appearance. Because the only thing I said was like, oh yeah, I don't believe MU was a meth head because of how straight her teeth was. What you don't know about me is that I have a strong background in drug counseling.
Hazel,
So when
despite your background, I was that bad.
Hold on. Let me finish. So when I see you, I'm like, yeah, I don't believe she was that bad because I'm looking at her exterior. I'm looking at her teeth. I'm looking at her appearance. I would never come online and show people what my clients used to look at because I have dealt with people that have been way, way worse than you. So I'm not saying that you weren't a meth head because I don't want to label you as that because me and you was cool on the spaceship. So I would never label you as a meth head because we was cool because of pizza. But I'm looking at you like I know people that have way worse struggles than her. So I'm not going to label her as a meth head because she wasn't at the worst that I have seen people at the worst. So I can't label her as a meth head. Your struggle now, I'm not saying your struggle
It's making me angry.
Was your struggle? No, hold on. No. Just listen. I'm not saying your struggle wasn't your struggle, but I have seen people struggle way worse than you, so I can't label you as a meth head.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me.
This is just so personal. Unless you did an absolute live stream of everybody participating in that way and everybody telling their stories one by one, and you're going live, and it's like a going live in a classroom full of people with issues, right? Those particular issues, drug issues, verbally abused issues, like Dennis Rodman, what he used to go through, right? He went through alcohol abuse, drug abuse, any type of abuse, and still in the NBA, doing it. He had 3 championships. He helped add 3 championships to the Chicago Bulls. But then after that, everything went downhill. You know what I mean? He didn't have anybody. He didn't have anybody to fall back on. I mean, having affairs with this person and that person, and it just took its toll on him, and he ended up going into a rehab center. Now, if they were to talk to something about that, then fine, great, cool. I think it's good to talk about things like that and release these things, and the solution would be do it no more and just start your little kick. And when you kick, it's like, oh, not saying that I did drugs, not saying that I did any drugs or any method or anything, but when you start to kick, it hurts. But that's the pain you put yourself in. Can't blame nobody else but yourself. No one put the drugs in your hand but yourself. No one told you to. Even if somebody may influence you to do it, you didn't have to. So when you start to kick, I can't even describe how a kick is because I've never done drugs. But I often heard from people it's bad. It's like all having that shit just ooze out of you. And it's so painful that you have to have a high. But you don't want to get high because you're rehabilitating. Like I said, if they would have conversations like that, I wouldn't mind it as much.
Let me ask you this. That's a lot for me to respond to.
Okay.
You just said, and whoever that, let me not look at your chat because I'll be
no chat.
Listen, I'm not looking at the chat. Listen.
Talk to me.
Okay, female chat, bitch. Let me say this. You just said that the people you have seen and the people that's in your life, right?
That I have dealt with far as work has been way worse than you. So I would never label you as a meth head because.
Okay, let me make my point though.
Go ahead.
Okay. No, go ahead. I'll wait. Okay, so you just said the people that's in your life and that you've dealt with. Ma'am, Hazel, I remember when you said spaceship, I know where I know you from. When you said, and I didn't recognize you at first, all right? So my apologies for that. But listen,
it's okay.
That's the only thing I'm apologizing for, though.
It's okay. It's okay.
Play it. Because
no.
What you're doing is using your background.
Hold on.
Using your. Wait, let me finish my thought. I heard you out. Yeah, I heard you out.
Okay.
Let me get my thought out. You're using your background saying that you work with addicts. You didn't work with me. And I know what the hell I've been through. So you don't have any right to tell me that I'm not as bad as anybody else. There's always somebody worse off. But when I tell you that I was bad, I was in a really bad place. And it took me a long time to get sober, period. And I don't understand why we as women, why we can't celebrate with somebody. And you don't got to celebrate me. You don't got to like me. But what I'm saying is, don't try to say, oh, because she's doing well now, she didn't go through it. Because that is not true, period.
But that's the whole point that you're missing. You're missing the point that
Hazel, you're missing it.
No,
you are missing it.
No, and you hear me out.
Hazel, I had let me tell you, no. I had so many overdoses. I have survived, and you want to take that away because of your experience with other addicts that's in your actual life? That makes no sense.
And you hear me out. You're getting defensive. Hear me out. Now, what I said was, I personally, I don't view you as a meth head because I view you more than a meth head. I'm not going to just label you as a meth head and just discredit everything else that you're about. Everything else that you have been on YouTube and you have shown, you're dancing, you as a mother. I have always told you, I'm not going to label you as a meth head because I see you more than a meth head. And I think that's the part that you're not understanding. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't put you in a box as a meth head. I put you as somebody that's human and that's somebody that's working through their problems. And I have always told you that. I've always told you that I'm not going to label you as a meth head. I'm not going to cut you down at the knees as a meth head. I'm not going to say like, hold on.
That sounds great, but that's not what you said, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's not what you said.
Yeah.
What you said was,
hold on,
because
tonight we got into it.
Before I came up here.
Hold on.
I came up.
Hold on.
Before I came up.
Hold on.
You said I don't believe her.
I don't know what. Okay. I think we pretty much know what this is about. I think we pretty much know what this stuff is about. But we could have got.
You're wrong. You must be used to it.
She was here. She knows.
We could have got to this in about 3 minutes, or 3 minutes or so, with all the ratchetness going on. We could have been done with the ratchet shit in over 3 minutes. And now we want to be transparent?
Know how it played out. What happened with me bringing her up as an example.
If you didn't
don't nobody care.
If you didn't
look at it like, I view you.
Watch him cook. What you mean? Are you okay?
You don't know how to drag.
Nigga.
Time out. Why is he walking to the store?
Me versus
he ain't got a car. He ain't got a car, Hazel. He don't got a car. 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 He don't got a car though.
In this summer,
he gotta walk.
He ain't got a car in this summer heat.
Yeah, Dr. Sophie, this keeper elk headed this nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
Child.
No car. I gotta walk to all my destinations. Final destination head ass nigga. Broke head ass nigga.
Bitch
I
nigga.
can't support my trip head ass nigga to Vegas.
Fuck nigga.
That didn't take long now, did it?
Not even fun to argue with because you don't even know how to argue with. You say the same shit over and over. I like a active battle. You can't even rock.
We don't want to talk about who. Well, never mind.
Look at this. Watch him cook. Watch him cook. Watch this. Please, Snoop, hit the link.
No.
Blaxican looking ass boy.
Shaquille, how many pair of shoes you on?
You can't.
How many pair of shoes you on? You water stain in the front.
I hope he's not wearing Timbs.
You all red, never been a blood ass nigga. You non-GB ass nigga. You non-ATK ass nigga. What's that you claim, nigga? You from Cali, but you ain't never talking no street shit, nigga. You ain't no street nigga.
Bitch, Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. She can't.
I think they're just doing it just to be doing it. I agree. I think it's just doing this just to roast each other for no reason.
Wait, hold on.
Red nigga. Why you always red?
Shit, I can't get money from my taxes. Ask Ness how I gave it up. Ness was like, damn. When I came up for Ness, Ness mouth dropped. When I came up for her, I know y'all didn't get to see it, but she got to see it. She's like, damn, Lemmy, you finally came up for me. Yeah, and her mouth drops. Absolutely. Laying in the bed, showing Ness the good life. Fuck is you talking about?
Wait, hold on. I have a question.
What's up?
Why do you always cam up for Ness, but your channel?
I never cammed up for Ness. That was my first time. Ness never seen me on camera.
I'm just saying, you're sitting here saying you showed.
I cammed up for Ness. So what happened was,
we don't want to see your tattoos. We want to see your tattoos.
No, what happened was, I was talking to Ness. I was talking to Ness on IG.
Lemon, you being fake.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I'm listening, but you're being fake.
So I was talking to Ness on IG, and we have the option, like we're talking like right now, like StreamYard.
Lemon
warned you before you fell out with him.
Time I do cooking, sometime I just come online and cuss just on my shorts.
I was the only one there. Hold on, let me talk. I was there for a lot of shit when motherfuckers was against you, and I got a stud sector. They got a watch it. It was time that people did piss me off, and I went on lick back. That's not me getting my lick back.
I did hear the whole conversation because I stayed there for a while. Plus in the chat, I appreciate that. Make sure y'all hit the like button. But I consoled this woman. I let cry, vent. I was here for her. We had Hazel on my platform trying to reach out and support the kids. She was like, yo, whatever you need, let Lemon know.
The feelings that I have for Lemon, I like him as a person because he's a content creator that I've never met like other content creators. He don't switch up what he did with Envy. I'm gonna say that.
Wait, what?
But we're finna play.
I hate it.
Yeah, fuck me right there on that money. I read dick on my feet. I be hopping like a.
Oh,
Not a fever. He better be smoking.
Who got a fever?
I got a car. So I don't
Go to Skull Mysterious Live and fucking suicide squatting your pussy. Whole suicide squatting your pussy. Nigga, 8 kids. Where your kids at? 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 Don't talk about Ness, nigga. Don't talk about Ness, nigga. Don't talk about Ness.
Don't talk about Ness, but Ness is talking about you. Make it make sense.
Well, don't you bring me or my fucking situation up because me and you are not the same, honey. You keep my situation out the fuck your mouth. That ain't got shit to do with you, bitch. Ain't nothing got taken from me, bitch. Keep my situation the fuck out your mouth. You don't motherfucking know me, home. So get your Where's Waldo looking at the fuck out my face. I don't give a fuck. I didn't pop out 9 motherfuckers, but I didn't lose none. I didn't lose naked. That's the difference between you and I. Make sure you don't make that fuck ass mistake.
You see how Trish got the hell up out of there? Quick than a month. She got the hell up out of there. And for good reason.
Again, bitch. You keep my motherfucking shit out your drag. Learn how to drag without me. Keep my shit, keep me.
Pussy, but I only got cussy.
Nobody wants to hear this shit all day. They don't. Nobody wants to hear that rah-rah bullshit all day. It would be amazing if half of these people met each other and boats were slit. Or it'll be a whole gang war, a whole fist fight. Nobody wants to hear it. Overall, nobody wants to keep hearing this rah-rah shit all day. Now, I'm going to transition to something a little bit different. Like I said, what do you think the state of the community is in? 3 months. You must be crazy.
And they have literally replaced a lot of men, not just with the government. A lot of brothers like to bring up, they get on welfare, things like that. But our sisters also, we've been replaced by the minister because he's feeding her mind. And who's feeding your woman's mind is ultimately going to tap into her emotions.
Philosophical, always dropping jewels.
That's what you're going to have a connection. That's why women are so, sometimes you see women have such a strong bond with an artist. They really want to meet this artist or this rapper or this entertainer. Like our women really get emotionally.
I'm like, nothing about to go get my nails done. Just send it the first time. Because now I know you're not stingy, you're going to do whatever for me. My nails and my feet together is $350. Period. Yeah. Get my just little stuff. Look, if I'm just meeting you and I'm doing this, doing that for myself, I have everything myself, got my own handle the small first. Then I might take it easy on
you. I would say something, but this is not my live stream. This is not my live. Like I can't be playing I can't play no gutter shit. I call that straight grimy and gutter. I can't comment. I can't comment on it. I can't. Because the people who I associate with, they don't even talk like that. They don't.
The small shit first, and she might take it easy on it, which means she may not even switch up. But those women are not. You
y'all gotta grow up, yo. I'm glad I'm more mature than y'all, man. Ella, what's popping?
Good, man. What's up? Peace to the panel, man. What's the deal?
Now let's see the differences between what I just played earlier, what I just played a few minutes ago, versus this. Let's check it out.
Man, we trying our best, man. What's popping, man? What's going on, man? When your next show?
You
must put on a few pounds. I told you that last time.
But I have.
Skinny men are the most ridiculous thing there.
Now, tomorrow evening, you know what I'm saying, I pushed it back, you know what I'm saying. I say, I'm gonna chop it up with my man here, you know what I'm saying? You know, shit like that. I ain't been up here in a minute, so I like the topic, you know what I'm saying? It should be a peaceful discussion. I feel like based on the nature of the topic, it should be some fair points made. I don't think it should get crazy. It's a real respectful topic, and it seems like we got some sound-minded individuals up here, so I look forward to having a great discussion. You know?
Indeed. That is the hope for sure.
Now, as you can see, I said we got some sound-minded individuals on a panel. Looks like we're having a good. We actually have a great discussion. You know, me being optimistic, spreading seeds of optimism, trying to, you know, be positive. No name calling. I didn't want to assume about anything about anybody. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a few people how they act on certain channels, but I don't really, like, I know about Be Nice. You know, he definitely be on his funny shit, but I'm still trying to be optimistic. So I said, because one thing I know about this space and really this generation, just era period, older and younger, people do not listen. They be so hell-bent on what they want to say and what they're about to say that they're not conscious of the moment. If they were in the moment, they would have heard what was said about certain people and how the olive branch of understanding was extended to these young brothers. But that wasn't what they heard. All they heard was an older person talking, and they just want to come back and talk their perspective. But if they were in the moment, they would realize that regardless of what happened, that's another thing about us, period, when we come to even relate. We're not in the moment when we deal with people. We deal with people in the moment, but we're dealing with them based on a previous moment or something that we think could happen in the future. But we're not locked in on that moment. So we'll meet a woman and we think about what we went through with this last one. A woman meet a man and she think about what happened with this last one. Oh, your name is so-and-so, my ex's name is. We're not in the moment. Like, how is that person dealing with you right now? What are they saying to you right now? Are they respecting you right now? Are they giving you the floor right now? Are they giving you their ear right now? Are they trying to find some common ground with you right now? Then you respond in kind right now. They're responding to what they happened to them yesterday or with someone else on another show or on another conversation, and they're not conscious of the moment. So, like y'all heard me say, I want to have a good conversation. Everything should be cool, and let's just continue to listen and see, you know, the retort to that.
Oh, I have a gut feeling that
Wait,
the old niggas are gonna argue more than us.
Finish the introductions.
Go ahead.
Let's just take this back to this. My point,
Uncle Jeff.
Hear this man speak, because look at the tone that I tried to set. Not saying I'm
Ella was popping.
What I said, and listen to the tone I tried to set for the conversation. Good, man. What's up? Piece of the panel, man. What's the deal?
Man, we trying our best, man. What's popping, man? What's going on, man? When your next show?
Tomorrow evening, you know what I'm saying? I pushed it back, you know what I'm saying? I say, I'm gonna chop it up with my man here, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Shit
I'm
like
not,
shit like that.
I ain't been up here in a minute, so I like the topic, you know what I'm saying? It should be a peaceful discussion. I feel like based on the nature of the topic, it should be some fair points made. I don't think it should get crazy. It's a real respectful topic, and it seems like we got some sound-minded individuals up here, so I look forward to having a great discussion. You know?
Indeed. That is the hope for sure. I have a gut feeling that the old niggas are gonna argue more than us.
Finish the introductions.
Now,
No.
man, you heard the brother, right?
Uncle Jeff was good.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. What's popping?
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm a little tired, little fatigued. I just got.
Did y'all hear what the young brother Sway said? He said, even though I gave him the panel and I made it clear, he said, I got a feeling. He just interrupted, and he told him, the host, I got a feeling they're gonna be arguing more than us. So
Sway's a very highly intelligent yet disrespectful human being. I'm trying to actually put away the childish genre, which everything that spews out of my mouth is going to be something crazy. But each time you hear Sway talk, you just feel like as if you want to take a hammer and bash his freaking brains in, but you really can't do that because it's number one, we're live, and it's not like it's just ignorant. So you just gotta take it with a grain of salt and just bite your tongue and hope for this white boy to just spew and just say something a little bit more intelligent and leave it from there. But each time he starts talking, it always ends up during his speech, right in the middle, it's always old nigga this, old nigga that, old nigga this, old nigga that, which means he has no respect for old niggas, no respect for the elderly, I should say. And if you had no respect for the elderly, just wait till you get, I hope, because I'm not gonna say anything crazy. I hope you get our age and to the point where you see 44, 45, 46, and you know how it feels for the younger generation, which I don't know what they will be labeled, Gen Alpha, Gen Omega, Gen whoever. You're gonna find out what it's like to be an old nigga. You're gonna definitely find out what it's like. But yet, for me personally, I need to find the change within me. At least I can hold my own self accountable. I don't know about these Negroes, but let's continue.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody want to know about these teachable moments. They're all around us. We shouldn't have to announce it like, hey, this is a teachable moment. Take notes. We're teaching.
Yes, yes, it is a teachable moment. And people should take notes, and people should take note of some type of positivity that comes out of these conversations. But there's always going to be that one, that turns a great conversation, I should say, into a mediocre one. Has to keep the cycle going.
And these young men from the time I open my mouth, you can learn something. I'm showing you how to engage in a conversation from the beginning, young cat. This is how you do it. You come in with good faith. You don't assume anything about anybody because we don't know each other. I don't come assuming that the young cat's going to disagree. I don't come assuming that somebody else. I come in good faith when you start a conversation because that's how you started. So there was lessons.
That is correct.
To be learned from the beginning. It doesn't have to be, hey, we're about to talk about the generation gap now. So this is the way you take notes. No, every moment is learning. Look at how we're talking. Look at how we set the stage for the conversation. Are you paying attention? See how we taking a high road? No one's being accusatory. How we keeping it fair and balanced? It was stuff to be learned from the fucking beginning. But when you're hell bent on making a point, and you're hell bent on creating a moment, and you're hell bent on just regurgitating your own small-minded view of the world, you're going to miss these beautiful moments to learn from. He started off missing one. I gave him a layup. I threw him an open pass. He missed the layup. You know what I'm saying?
He did more than miss a layup. He threw it over the fucking backboard.
Fouled me or some shit. So let's keep watching. Because, like I said, we talking about the generation gap, and it was very prevalent on just how to conduct yourself. Because everybody want to get to the meat of the information.
Yeah.
Everybody want to get to the point. Definitely. Oh, that's what's up. He said, Ed Hill said, I have a huge intake on the generations from boomers to Gen X to millennials to Gen Zs. I don't know what that last word is, brother. But yeah, I get it, man. Like, yeah. You know, it's like they just want the blueprint to how to deal with these women, but it's about how to be a man. It's not about these women. It's not about getting a girl to respect you. You got to get a man to respect you too. So how you going to be able to get respect in the world if your counterparts, your brothers, don't even respect you? And no one's going to respect you if you coming in the door with disrespect, regardless of what you've been through. Because whatever you went through, I didn't do it. The brothers on the panel ain't do it. So we don't owe you anything but respect and understanding. But as you can see, that wasn't really taking it. So let's keep going. Let's keep this.
Through doing making a little movie with Hurricane Paro's mama. It's called Throat Full of Jeff. And I'm going to I'm not going to be playing nice with the chat. So I'm going to say some very, very off-color things about their parents from now on. Yeah, it'll be so I might type it if it's too offensive. And hey, sisters that are here, I don't want to be offensive to you, but we're swearing, right? This grown-up show.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck you, people in the chat. Yeah, but hey guys, Rilla was cracking.
Now everybody knows I love me some Uncle Jeff. I love me some Uncle Jeff because he is honest. He's honest and he is fair. And he will lay shit out where it needs to be laid out. He don't pull no punches. He don't pull no strings. He goes for the gusto. I love it when him and Zoe Williams used to be. I don't know if they still communicate or not, but he does reference him. So I would say this: with him and Zoe together, that's a power team. Straight up, that is a power magnet.
They finna get 60th and Damon tonight.
I was about to say it, Jeff.
They get 60th and Damon tonight. Yeah.
Inglewood.
So this now, Sway, what were you trying to say? One, I think Jeff is just having a bad day with the chat. Don't take out other chats that did you dirty on this chat. Let this chat, let's see where it plays out.
Now, that was an excellent point by the young brother. But you got to practice what you preach. Now, he said, when he told Jeff Wright, he said, don't assume about the chat. Because you don't know everybody. He basically made the disclaimer that, everybody's different. You have to give people a chance. You can't just assume things. So he just said that. He just said that. And let's see this next statement he makes.
Leave them alone. One, and then two, I also feel like the old heads are probably going to argue more than us, but that's just because I see certain characters on the panel, and I think they're ready to argue. So,
now,
huh?
He just contradicted himself. 1 minute, he's saying leave the chat alone because the chat's going to be the chat and whatever. Meaning he should be the responsible one. He should be not the charismatic. I don't know why that came into my head. He should be the one that just to say, yo, chill. It's like expect the unexpected, stuff like that. So he's talking like an elderly. But at the same time, you just contradicted yourself because you said the old heads are going to just argue. So you assume. And we're going to see if he starts the argument or another young buck that's just as old as him because he's 25. Let's just see any young Negroes like him start the argument. We're going to see.
So you get on there and you tell Jeff, don't assume. Don't just basically don't lump people in a box because of a previous check. And then the next statement, he lumped everybody in a box. He called us characters, then addressed us as men.
The discussion on here, I don't know what the discussion was about. Let me see. Let me go to it. What's wrong with Generation Z? I think there was a discussion about Generation Z stuff, but me in my discussion, I was just discussing the random thoughts about the Black community as it pertains to now. Just discussing how the Black community as it pertains to now, because right now it's just we're mixing and matching old lion against young lion, old nigga against young nigga, and I'm also comparing, panel conversations and how they, how certain panel conversations should be. You should have heard it. I mean, it was here earlier. You should have heard it. You should have heard the conversation from earlier. I mean, it started off ratchet, but it ended up. I mean, it slowed down for a little bit, and then it picked right back up. And I saw Trish in the chat, and Trish bumped out of there. She ain't hardly get to say anything. She just bumped out of there. And good for her. Good for her. She did the right thing. Because nobody wants to stick around for there. But this one, I wanted to show and improve that this is a little different, because DJ Hamp, believe it or not, holds good conversation. He holds a good live stream. He holds a good live stream. Now, he can be a bit of an asshole sometimes, but he's fair. I'll have to give him that. I definitely had to give him that. But let's go ahead and continue.
His characters on the panel that I know is going to start an argument. So he literally, instantaneously, right away, contradicted himself from the beginning. This how the show started. So as you can see, we already seen the generation gap and just how to communicate. You know what I'm saying? That made no sense whatsoever. But we're gonna keep going.
Let's be clear. When you say old head, what makes someone an old head? What age is that?
I've said this multiple times, Ham, because you're new to the space. I've depicted and broke this down into a science. It's not an age.
I'm gonna have to definitely give him the money to get the premium package. There's no interruptions whatsoever. I hate these damn commercials.
Some crazy sounds in here.
It's like a disease, right? And it's slow. It's a slow onset. You might even see it, earlier in some people, later in some people. It's a little later, but it can start as early as like 34, right? It's like these little tendencies that they have, like long-windedness, level of always trying to to lecture you, like it's weird. It's certain little tendencies you start to see, and it gets more profuse and more like this abrasive as the older they get, and so that's why we start to just hate them as the older they get, because they just live in it.
Which way? So as you turn 34, you get older, you become. It sounds like you become wise. You go through things. We are able to elaborate because you've had some experience on life. And what I don't like about this generation is they try to tell you how to view things. So now when somebody has some wisdom, because there's nothing, when you go to college, you're getting lectured. Anytime, I'm not saying we're lecturing you. Anytime somebody has something worth saying, you can't sum it up in seconds. Sometimes you have to elaborate on your point, especially when you're talking to people who got a lot of fucking questions. The generation got a lot of questions. What about this?
He took the words right out of my mouth. Yes. There was one Generation X, that hardly said anything. Now you got this generation don't know when to shut the hell up. Because she got questions. But it's just like my daughter, She got a question within the question, within the question, within the question, within the question, within the question. What does this microphone do? What's in the microphone? What makes the microphone work? That's a good question. What makes the microphone work? It's like, why does the microphone work like this? How does it work? It should work like this. Why can't it work like this? Should it work like that? Should it work like this? I was like, I don't know. I just know that the microphone works. But why does it work? And it goes in the question, the question. That's how I feel that this generation. I'm not calling my daughter dumb or nothing, because she is a smart girl. She's going to be turning 13 soon. But I just need to say, for the sake of argument, that he just completely philosophical. You took the words right out of my mouth, because this generation don't know when to shut the up. It just has a question within the question, and instead of testing things and trying to see its resolve into what it can be, and then taking your time with things, they're always on the go. They always need to ask more. They need to know more information. And this is one of the reasons why these niggas ain't getting married, because they have just, you just don't know when to be quiet. Just go with the flow with things. Like,
what about that? What about? Oh, so you got a million questions. So let me take my time and answer them. You got all these questions, all these assumptions about culture, all these assumptions about people, all these assumptions about relationships, and all this shit about what happened. But when somebody try to explain it to you, you trying to categorize how they do it and try to generalize how they speak, and you just generalize a whole generation of people and kind of blinding young people from even hearing wisdom from somebody because they elaborated or they was long-winded. Anybody that
I should have brought my glass with me. Due to social media, a lot of people from a certain generation have a very short attention span. So if a conversation or a decision stays on topic for you, sometimes 5 minutes they're lost. Correct. Correct. Because like I said, they just don't know how to. It's just like cooking ribs. It's a slow burn. But the problem is, when you take it out of it and you take it out the grill too fast, you're just gonna get rubber. But if you slow burn and you slow cook it and you continue to put the ingredients onto it, just keep letting it slow burn, it's like, as soon as you take it out of there, the meat is tender, the meat is juicy. We want juicy conversations coming out of each panel, coming out of each person, for whoever panel you're on, right? Not just blacks, but also a lot of these Africans from these generational, like, me personally, I'm gonna give you the honest truth. I have no problems with Africans. I've spoken with many Africans, and they all say the same thing. Why do we fight? I always get the same. I always get the same question. Why do Americans fight? Why do Americans do this? Why Americans do that? And I come up with this answer. I have no idea. My guess would be it's because of Willie Lynch. It's because of, it's not what we're being educated on, it's how we're being educated. How are we being educated? Right? It's not what book you read, it's how you're reading it. It's not what you're being education on, it's how you're being education on. It's not what culture you're learning from, it's how you're learning from that culture. You got to take the good and the bad with every situation. Like conversations like these. What can we take from this? What can we take from conversations like this I'm playing right now versus the one previous? You're gonna have to look at the replay. What I just played. What's the difference in between? What's the difference between someone who's being logical and someone who's being ratchet? Obviously, we all know that, one's bad and one's good, but they always mix it in between and say, well, we have to get our voices out. Our voice is going to have to be heard, but you don't have to call out names. Every conversation is bitch, 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 ho, 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 trifling ass nigga, this, that, and this and the third. It don't have to be that way. It don't have to be that way at all. No, not a problem with them. I'm saying that a generation rational thing which has blacks, it's across all ethnic groups. Wait, hold on. No, it's not a problem. I'm saying that it's not a generational rational thing which has blacks. It's across all generational groups. I agree to some degree. Short attention span for Generation C's and shit. I don't want to. I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna say we as Generation X's have our part in messing up the game, so to speak, through the baby boomers and whatever have you. But hot damn, man, when someone has given you vital information, take it with a grain of salt. And again, we need to learn that there are forces that have brought us down across generations. And this is the reason why Generation Zs, they end up talking like this. I'm going to give you a really good prime example. When Sway speaks, it's like certain people can take him, but when he constantly keeps blaming older people from the age 34 on up and saying that they ain't gonna pay attention to us and all this other shit and always blaming the older generation for what they did and whatnot. Certain people just want to just tear this dude apart. Emotional. It just becomes emotional at this point. But I say just if you have a tolerance for it, if you have a tolerance for people like this, God bless you. But I don't care what generation you're from. We're trying to get somewhere because this is not going to sway the power structure, the white power structure, to stop. It's not going to say stop and look at us and look at our woes and look at what we've been through. No, they're just going to keep doing what they're doing, collecting money and power and influence, and we're going to continuously figure out who we are. And it's always, when we're taking 3 steps forward, it's always taking 6 steps back because of one nigga.
Has had something to say is long-winded. You can't learn reality from quick talking points, but that's the technology. That's the generation gap. Everything is so instantaneous. Everything is an app. ChatGPT. Everything is so quick, and they think that's how reality is. But reality is not like that. Anything that's worth having, it takes effort. Child, 9 months. You know what I mean? You want to grow seed, it takes months. It takes anything. Natural phenomenon takes time. Unnatural phenomenon, synthetic phenomenon is instantaneous. Natural phenomenon takes time. Synthetic phenomenon is instantaneous. So if you're not ready for things that take time, maybe you have a synthetic mindset, maybe you have a synthetic outlook on life where you can't realize the time it takes. That's why a lot of cats, they don't want to talk to women because it takes time. It takes time to get to know her. It takes time to make yourself better. It's something they don't really understand because everything is just given to them. But as you can see, he already laid the floor for disrespect. He didn't say, well, there's certain things I've met about young, older cats, and I've seen this, but I don't know this group. Maybe we have a different conversation. He was already locked into where he thought we was. So no matter what we said,
Yeah, of course, because he has venom. He has venom for older people. I don't blame him, but some of that shit he should just keep to himself. But I'm gonna let you continue.
it didn't matter because his mind was already locked into his mindset. He already got, as you can see my face, I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? So he already has an assumption of how things are going to go. So how far can you get in the conversation with someone that has a fixed mindset like that about older people as if he's not going to get older? And I don't know how your older cats is. A lot of cats in space be talking that you old cat shit, and they really be like 35, 36. They be like 2 years younger than you. Y'all not little ass boys. Now, if you like 25, 24, okay. A lot of these cats, they be in their 30s. 37, 35. You're not no little ass boy. You a grown ass man. I don't want to, and I'm 39. So it's like if I'm 3, 4, 5 years older than you, bro, knock it the hell off, man. Ain't nobody that much older than you. Y'all just immature. There's a difference between
very immature. But these niggas don't care. These niggas don't care until something drastic happens. Then they start yelling. Then the real feeling starts to ooze out of them. What they really feel about us, what they really feel. It's like, you were supposed to do, where were you? Oh, no. You didn't want to listen to us. We'll just let you hang by your own sword. Swallow your own sword. You think we're not supposed to listen. There was a time where we spoke up. We gave time out of our busy schedule, right, to talk to you young cats. A handful of you listened. The rest of you wanted to go astray. And something that happened to you along the way, now you want to yell out, oh, you old niggas, y'all didn't do nothing for us. I wonder why. Because you said that we were ineligible. You said, and I remember this quite frequently, you were on a live stream. This nigga Sway was on a live stream, and he said, basically pass the ball. You had your time. Pass the ball. You know what I did? Whoop, there you go. I gave you an alley-oop, and you've been straight missing buckets ever since. Stephen Curry, more like Stephanie Curry. Steph Curry, more like Stephanie Curry.
Being young and immature. A lot of these cats are immature. They don't. What's going on, Keisha? They don't know how to have mature conversations.
I don't know if you're trying to be funny or not, but Soy's 25. He act 51, but he's really 25.
And they start off in bad faith and then want the result, and they want somebody to fight them through that. I ain't your daddy or your big bro. I could be a friend. I can give you some wisdom, but we ain't got to sit here and talk to you when you're already talking to us crazy. See, we didn't talk to people like that. You don't start off conversation just throwing people under the bus, just throwing them in a box. It's just rude. It's not. It's a lack of proof. It's a lack of tact, and it's classless. You know what I'm saying? But y'all want to learn something. Learn how to talk and be a man first.
Hey, I think you getting it confused. You getting us confused with your lady saying you need to be a little long-winded, and I think you should just relax on that. Don't let them watch your bedroom activities.
Listen. So, what type of discussion are you trying to have? I want to have an.
You asked me to.
I want to let me say this. I want to have an actual discussion, which is why I put this panel together very specifically on a Wednesday. Wednesdays are often my days that are a little bit slower and more relaxed. So what what are we trying to do here? All right.
I didn't do anything but answer your question.
See,
you did, yeah, in a negative tone and in a negative linger. You let, why did I say that? In a negative tone and in a negative fashion. But certain people let certain shit that Sway says linger. Not OG. OG is it don't matter what OG. Listen, I respect OG. I do. Even I hate that he went. I hate that he's cheering for Michigan State. He need to take that green and white off. Just come on here with the big dogs. Come on here with the University of Michigan. Come on through. We'll put that jersey. We'll put that blue on you. All right. You won't get no ring, but we'll put that jersey on you. And the next time we win a championship, which will probably be this year, you earn your strike. But back to this. I respect OG because he gives good conversation, and he also has wisdom and tells the honest to God truth, just like Uncle Jeff does. But the problem with it is again, something is wrong with this generation. It's just lack of what the brother said. It's just a lack of something. It's not able to listen, like you got brain damage. And this is the reason why you ask so many questions and don't let shit filter. I'm gonna let it rock.
She was trying to get a brother out. Like, what conversation are you trying to have? Because you're starting off on the wrong foot. Hank was just being very polite about it and very cool about it because he's the host, and Hank likes to keep relationships good. He's smart. Illa don't give a fuck. But shout out to him. We need Hamps. You know what I'm saying? We need Hamps. We need people to just fight through the bullshit and have these conversations.
Yep.
I ain't about to have them shits with these goofy ass kids who don't want to listen. And I ain't talking about him, I'm talking about anybody.
Technically, you are talking about it. I ain't gonna let you get away with that, bro. You smarter than that. You were way too smarter than that. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. No. We-On-Loc is not letting Illogical get away with that shit. You talking about Flay. You know it.
Goofy ass men, grown women, child, black, white, purple, green. I don't give a fuck. I ain't having it. It's a waste of time and a waste of energy. And nothing's gonna come from it, and it's gonna create bad energy. But they so caught up in being on the camera, and he's just like, what? I don't get it. What did I do?
We're not so Miss Valerie, I put Philly on the poll, but Philly almost won last week. But I put Harlem up there, so Harlem edged out Philly. Once Philly wins, you'll hear this whole song certainly. But man, oh man. Oh, let me play this for the first 20 ball of the evening. Salute to Miss Smith. But yeah, Shalom was popping. I should have said.
I'm gonna talk over someone, man. You think I'm gonna talk over someone?
You never talk over. You good. So first, let's go. Is it achievable, the traditionalism regarding relationships? OG, what say you? Yes or no? This day and age.
No.
Be nice?
No.
Sway? Nah. Rilla?
Yes.
Uncle Jeff?
No.
Yana?
No.
T?
Overall, no.
Illa?
No.
Why not?
because technology and social media and just a lot of new age type of thinking has took away a lot of incentive. So, a lot of old relationships, the incentive was, the woman would cook and she'd be able to be domesticated. But now men are more domesticated. The incentive for women was provision, but women can provide for themselves. So it requires you to actually ask for more value from the other person. But based on the times we're in, they don't. So it's hard for us to really click because the natural roles have kind of been like, the incentive has just been taken away. So you can really build a bond with a woman, but you got to be more than just what she can do for you and what he can do for you, because we kind of been obsolete in that role. Like we have a lot more freedom. We have a lot more, women have the ability to make money these days. You know what I'm saying? Some men, not all, not a whole lot, but there's some men that played a house husband. So it's the dependency factor is a little different now. So people have to really want to be with you because they want to be with you, not really because of the dependence factor.
It's cool. I will say it's good to have a person like this to really have that honesty, but it's also good if him and others could band together to come up with certain solutions to get the ball rolling within the Black community again, as far as relationships are concerned. Now, do I believe in all these nuances? No, I don't believe in the helpmeets and the what you call in the yes men and simpish type of shit. I don't believe in none of that stuff, because where I'm from and in my generation, we know how to walk up to people and we know how to talk to people. Now, granted, if you weren't chosen, then you just weren't chosen and you ended up moving on to the next person. And if that person didn't choose you, you continue to move on to the next person. It may not be who you like, but that person may appreciate you for who you are. And you're going to hold, and then that person that you think that he's like, she cool, she a good friend, but that good friend might end up your wife. That good friend that you had a 2 to 3 hour conversation with can obviously potentially can be your future wife. You just don't know it yet because you're so focused on just getting a fairy tale ghetto princess. It don't work that way. It don't work out that. It works out for some. It works out for some, but it don't work out for everyone. You take what you get. You can, in other words, you can't just expect a 10. Sometimes you have to take 2s in order for her to develop into a 5. And then later on, she becomes an 8. You never know. You never know with these things. You never know. Trust me, I've been in a marriage for a little over 14 years. And I have to say, and I've been with her for longer, off and on, but I have to say, would never thought that I would potentially be with a person who would just be with me for who I am. I got lucky. I got completely lucky. If I didn't find her, I would not be in a different state. I would have been in the same state, in the same situation. Nothing would grow. Nothing would grow. Potentially, my money would be growing, but relationships, I will probably have a kid right away without marriage. I got married, and then we had a child. It's like everything was working for us, the grace of God. But in another thing, we don't like speaking about God in none of these spaces. I wonder why.
These days. So I think traditionally in that sense is different, but I feel like at this point we need to be traditional as far as just natural interaction, as far as just getting back to just respect. Because like no offense to like you young brother Sway, like I never met you before. I never spoke to you before, but you had made a great point. When Jeff was like, you know, that he was like, you know, you don't know the cat. You know, give him a chance. And he went turn right back around after that and just gave a blanket statement. Everybody in the panel that may have been older, you know what I'm saying? So that was just an instant, you know what I'm saying? Like we got to set the table for disrespect because we don't know who is who, no matter what it looks like. And I think that with social media and the way things are, we keep making assumptions and we keep making assumptions off of the portrayal of our culture and the portrayal of how we behave and the portrayal of an older person or the portrayal of a younger person may not always be that accurate. You know what I'm saying? There's some Gen Z that may not act like a Gen Z. There's some older people that may not, but we just assume based on conversation and the portrayal of how somebody may or may not come off. So I think that's a factor that we have to deal with. And we just assume the worst about each other as male and female and as brother to brother and sister to sister. And I think that tradition of just
Oh, this is the We-On-Loc Nation channel. Who is there?
You already know what's good.
What is good, True?
Top of the morning, early hours.
Yeah. The hell you doing up?
Man, I just woke up. Once I'm up, I'm up. I always get up around this time between 5 and 6. You know, I go
okay.
No matter what time, I'm always up early.
Usually you be up on Nightish's chat arguing with some Negro.
And I don't argue with nobody. They come to argue with me. They wake up with their heart on to talk to me and stuff. I'm tired of my family.
I have no idea why.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's just
I
too
don't
much.
know either. But that's why I came up here. You was talking about the black community. Bro, don't you know we don't have one? You know we don't have one, man.
We have one. It's just some people just act lazy. We are a lazy bunch of group of people. As this one day we're gonna get our wake up call. Don't worry, we're going to get our wake up call, and I'm gonna be looking dead. I'm gonna have a smile on my face. It's like, you want to listen now? We listening now?
Wake up call by now. If we can't see the state of our people, our homes, our children, any of those type of things. If that ain't a wake up call, that's why I said it's never going to be one. We are more divided than we ever been. My slogan is true until somebody prove me wrong. The slogan is y'all hate each other, and it is absolutely true each and every day. You can't show me.
You can't definitively say that because I'm talking to you now, and I talk Nightish. And who we talk to, even though
I said y'all.
Wait. When you mention that, right? You got look at it this way. Look at it this way. Every time somebody says we, who are we preferring to? Are we preferring to ourselves or are we referring to another group? Now, there are many groups within the Black community. There's the Americans, there's Africans, there's Jamaicans, there's Haitians, there's British, there's a genre of African descended people out there, if you know what I mean. What specific ones are you? Oh, and I almost forgot. I gotta add this in there. The Christians. I gotta add the Christians, the Jews, the rabbis, the whoever. Oh, the Israelites. You have the Hebrews. You have the ADOS, which is not supposed to be ADOS. Then you have the FBA, and then you have Pan-African, right? When you say we are all, which specific group are you preferring to?
Great question. So, number one, everyone that says they are Christian ain't one. That's what we got to make that extreme distinction. It has
Wow.
probably been 5 people in this space that I will say I will absolutely recommend and say they are ones. 5 of them. As far as everyone else, yes, everyone else except for those 5 individuals, I would say absolutely hate each other. Absolutely, without a doubt. And you can see it inside of, especially on here. If you go to each person's channel, look what they say about each other. You cannot say that's love. That is absolutely hate, without a doubt.
I have no choice but to agree with you. And this is the reason when I say I don't see myself in either one of those particular spots that I would say you would be talking about, especially the top dogs of YouTube. I mean, they just talk too much. And
so I would actually include, don't you hate them?
I can't say that word. I can't say that word.
So you don't want to be
No,
honest.
no, not that. No, because you have to understand there's a difference between saying hate and dislike. If I hate you, then I have the intent. Then I have the intent. I have the intent to hate everything that you stand for, and therefore you cease to exist to me. If you cease to exist to me,
I
then
believe you hate Anton. There would
I
never
dislike. I dislike the nigga. I
Okay,
don't
tell
hate
me
you.
what you like about. Tell me something that you like about him, and I want to start seeing. I want you to promote.
He's
that
married
just as much.
to his queen, number one, his black queen, number one. He is business savvy, number two, and he can teach you some things about business. And number three, he's from Detroit.
Excellent, excellent. So what I want you to do is now. This is the thing, because I've always asked you to do this. As much energy that I have seen you put into show the parts that you, like you said, you don't hate, you dislike. So that means if you dislike, that means there's probably equal opportunity for you to see something. So I would have liked to see at least 3 separate videos, or the 3 things that you would say something good about those 3 great qualities of that young
I
man.
think I did, but this was way.
Sure, because you should still have them, right?
I should.
A whole entire video dedicated to him being a dad, being a husband, family man, businessman, and the other one you said from Detroit. 3 separate whole videos. Because I've seen you do plenty of whole videos about his bad behavior.
Okay,
so I would love to see that in.
I understand that, but but here's the thing that disqualifies me from saying all these things, and I'm sure you can understand this. When you say F Malcolm X, that automatically qualifies me to say you ain't shit.
So then you hate him?
No, I dislike him.
Okay, so that's why I said promote some of the good things about him too, since you don't.
But it goes in vain if I do that.
Huh?
It's in vain if I do that. If I say some of the good things about him, it all goes in vain because of the very things that he said. He said F Malcolm X, F the black community, F, what did he say? Oh yeah. How is it that you're going to say take up for Martin Luther King, but then diss Malcolm? You might as well say F Martin Luther King.
I'll make it easier for you. I can easily, because I don't hate, I can without it. just like breathing, I could easily promote and say the good things about anyone. It won't bother. It won't be in vain. It just come out of me because once again, I'm actually a Christian, and we supposed to focus on the virtuous parts of people. So it wouldn't even be just like breathing. It's easy. As much
I know,
as I
and
dislike
I used to be a
Anton,
Christian too.
as
I
much
used
as
to
I
be a
dislike
Christian.
Anton, same thing. I think he's a phenomenal family man, businessman. And I always say that. I think he's a
But
phenomenal as far as being
here's the thing
strong as
about
being
you
a
two. Here's the thing about you two, and I know what you're trying to do. I'm not dumb. You ain't
What am
slick.
I doing?
Both of y'all hate the black community.
What are y'all doing? What am I doing? See, I'm just about the thing about me is I'm about action, and I love to see people when they say it is a community.
I
People
know.
that see a community, I would love them first
And
to
if I
show
were to say, see that,
completion of community.
I don't want to
like
talk anymore.
Huh?
I don't want to wait. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Oh, like especially like you said, he's a Detroit native, so I would love to see that. And that's the thing. I've always asked people to do this, and they can't. So that's why until that happens, that slogan, and I'm gonna get it. Nightish did me a great one. He made a great thumbnail, but I want it I want it buffered better and make it excellent. It says
Sorry.
y'all hate each other. And until
Sorry.
somebody show me different, that they do not hate.
Have I went to Anton personally and punched him in the face?
Oh, that's that. Oh, so that's what's the name? If that's the level that you saying, that determines hate.
Hate.
Yeah. No, I've seen plenty of people that said I hate someone and they never hit them.
It's just like telling. It's just like saying that the Ku Klux Klan are just expressing themselves for who they are.
Do you not hate them?
I hate them because of the simple fact what
No, I'm
they
asking,
do.
do you hate them? Not why do you hate them? You hate them, right?
Of course.
Okay, do you have evidence of hitting a Ku Klux Klan member? And if so, I would like to see that as well.
So you wouldn't want me to wait a minute. That don't even
Did you hear what you didn't hear what us?
I heard
I would
it.
like to see you hit
But
them, yes.
here's the thing. You're putting apples to oranges. It's like,
huh?
At one point you're saying that Anton's the apple and the Ku Klux Klan is the orange. But it doesn't matter who they are. You can't say at one breath, I dislike Anton, but I hate the Klan because of what they do.
Who said that? Who said that?
I hear, but I'm hearing when you throw those questions out. Maybe I'm going too fast, but I hear these questions when you're throwing them at me, and I automatically think you want me to say good things about the Klan.
No.
What?
I'm very concise at what I say. That's what everybody knows. I'm very direct.
Okay, so I'm going too fast. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be very concise. I don't mix words. I don't sub. Your baseline, which you stated, if you rewind this, I said you hate Anton. You said, did I ever hit him? I said, oh, is that the barometer that you show hate? You said yes. So then I said, okay, let's deal with that. Because see, you can't just tell me anything, and that will give me a window to prove something. So I said, okay, do you hate the Klan? The answer is yes. Have you ever struck them? And if so, where is the evidence of you struck? Because that's the barometer of hate, remember?
No, I never struck the Klan. Never even got a chance to. I wish I had.
Okay, so right there, that is my point. You haven't had a chance to strike them. Who knows if you ever will, but you hate them. So you have the ability to hate Anton as well.
No, I don't.
Why don't you?
Because Anton would never hang his own people by a noose.
See,
Anton,
now you done changed it now.
No, I didn't. How did I change it?
You said the barometer was listen to what
I don't look at things. I don't look at things like that. I look at body of work. You're looking at a different perspective for what they are.
No,
and
you just said it. I'm gonna say it one more
I
time.
know what I said, but I don't go by parameters or whatever you spew out.
Said it.
I go by the perception. I go by the perception of if Anton is going to say fuck Malcolm X, why should I continuously or why should I support anyone that says fuck Malcolm X?
I heard that point. But what did you say the barometer of hate was? If you strike them, correct? So you can't just
right. I was just trying to give you at that point. I was trying to give you my definition of
So we're going to continue to use it. We're not going to leave that out no more. We're going to actually use it every time now. Because I'm very, like I said, I'm very specific and I stay on subject. You said that's the barometer. So since that's the barometer of hate, you said I have not had the chance to strike the K, but I do hate them. So since you have not had the chance to strike AD, that means, and this is contextualized right here, and this is correlated, even though you both haven't had a chance to hit both of them, you hate one in the same way that you hate that one. You hate that one. You haven't had a chance to hit both of them. Now you want to say you want to change it. It ain't because of anything else now, because AD hasn't hung nobody. You don't know that. I don't know him. We both don't know him. So you don't know what he done. He could have been out here with one of the masks on too. You know how he feels about the black community.
Nice try.
You don't know. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I don't do assumptions.
He might be a snitch.
I don't do assumptions.
Because I don't know if you know Red.
You don't know if I'm the K. You don't know.
I don't know if you know the dude Red Supreme, but I saw when he did his live stream the other day, he said he called Anton a house nigga. And I looked and it kind of rings true because he does act like a house nigga.
Why?
So,
what did he do?
Something like he had a caller the other day. He was on Freezy's stream and they had a call, right? And the caller was talking to Freezy about something about reparations or something like that. And he was just arguing and Freezy and them was going back and forth. And Anton's always says something slick out of his mouth, but he says something to something. Huh?
What did he say that was so bad?
He said when the caller mentioned something about being in a bad community or something. I forgot what in term he said it in. He said it, but Anton said to this degree, I would much be comfortable in this community than the community that you're in, sir. And he said, yeah, because he's a house nigga. Here's the thing. Certain things that you say, I understand you're going to say it typical him because everything that he says, it's contradicting because it's going to, not contradicting, but it's going to come out of his mouth. So I expect him to say things like that because he said it in the past when he was on Lapeef. He's ultimately said things in the past that really triggered black folks. You can go look at it. It's all over. You can go look at it.
That's where I came through, the Lapeef sector. So that's where everybody comes from. So
The link is in the chat. But my thing about it is when you say things like that, it makes me further look at you, and I kind of like dummied it down because I said, typical him. He's gonna say fuck Malcolm X because it's the same thing that Ruthless said the other day, and I just took it as like, okay, so there's certain people that we can't take with us. There's certain people I ain't gonna take, but he loves him some Umar. He loves him some Umar Johnson. And
So
the
the
only
question is
reason why
this.
I came out with the videos that I came out with the other day is because you know I'm going to defend Umar. You know this.
So
So
this is
I'm
the
gonna
question.
come out with some shit. I'm gonna come out with some Umar content.
This is the question right here. So so first and foremost, let's deal with this. When we talk about the black community,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason why I would never subscribe to that is because of how you guys feel about each other. And I know for a fact that when money is laid on the line or when someone else's life is threatened above another's, y'all will inevitably and right on time step on the neck, deceive, denigrate, put down. I mean, y'all do it to the children, grandmothers, aunts, uncles, mothers, wives, husbands, brothers, sisters. Y'all absolutely, undeniably hate each other. The
You
horrible
talking about
things
in the real world, or are you talking about here, or both?
here, both.
Okay.
Extremely here. People have came on and showed stuff that they can't even do in the real world because they know its consequences. So they come and
Yes,
show
sir.
their ass on here.
Yeah,
So
and I defended you countless times.
yeah, they come and show their ass, come and show their ass on here.
And we know what the specific person that we don't need to be talking about, but I would like to apologize to you because I tried to become a big brother to a person that did not want it to be so. And you did,
Oh, now I just
and
caught on to
you
what you're talking about.
and you and another a female, an elderly, told me the exact same thing.
Well, that's a
I
prime
thought,
example.
yeah,
That's a prime example, but let's not make this unmistakable. People might not be that horrifying, but they only a step down. If he's a 10 on the horrifying level, they're 9. And in my book, it would only be once again, it's only a selected few individuals that I said that I would actually walk with because I know for a fact that the things that I believe in, they're going to carry it to their grave. No matter what, they're going to carry it to their grave. And that's somebody I can actually walk with. And they're actually going to put feet to the fire. They're actually going to say, hey, you know what? Let's actually start connecting for real. And let's actually build something. The one thing I like about AD, he actually connected with his individuals and the people that support him. Now, however, this is the caveat. Then he said he connected to them for unselfish reasons. We already know it was a ploy and a plot for monetary gain, which he did well. He's a shrewd businessman. One thing I can say, that man, he said 4 years ago, I'm coming for it all on YouTube, and he got it. He's in this space, he's the top dog right now. When it comes to this YouTube game, he's the top dog, and there's nothing nobody can say about it unless they just hating on his hustle. If you want to be, you can not like the person, but as far as his hustle, as far as getting money, finding a certain system or plan to get money inside of a certain thing, an entity as far as YouTube, he got it down pat, and that's one thing you respect. As far as the integrity behind it, we already know his integrity is lax, and that's why I can't fully rock with him. But as far as his business thing, it's very few that has his type of acumen as far as that. You know, right now he's second to no one. And then other than him, I would say, you know, right now, the person that's on the up and up, that's probably neck and neck on two different sides is Fat Man and Hamp. As far as with this YouTube thing, they're going to the ceiling. They're going to the ceiling.
You mean Black Man Unfiltered? You said Black Man Unfiltered?
No, I said Hamp.
No, I know you say Hamp, but you said Fat Man.
Fat Man. That's what I call. That's what I call Fatty.
Oh.
Yeah. Going to the ceiling like that. As far as this YouTube game, they got it. Right now is AT. Oh yeah, of course. So I'm gonna say AD, Angry Man, and then I would say Hamp and Fat.
Everybody knows that Angry Man is a full-blown coon, but it is what it is.
Hey, you ain't gotta like him. As far as what he's doing on YouTube, you can't hold it down. You can't hold it.
It's a business model. YouTube's a business model. We get it.
Yeah.
Keep getting your paper. Keep selling keep selling your soul at the same time.
Yeah, he's another one. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so many people that say he's selling his soul, but other people are doing it too. Other people that would say they're not him.
Shit,
they might not be not him, but they going to the same. They going to the same pot. They're going to the same daggone pot. I told he got mad. He got mad as hell at me. Yesterday? Because we was over on Ed's channel. He got mad as hell because I told his ass he going to hell.
I bet he was at you too.
He got mad as hell. I was laughing my ass off. But
hey,
ain't no black community. Ain't no black community. I wish it was one, because if it was one, I definitely would sign up. But right now, I just been it has been a couple of men that if somebody asks me, if it's men in the space that I would recommend, that they should go to and actually have conversations with. Nightish is one.
Definitely.
What's the guy name? It's a small YouTuber, but he has a great mindset. His name is Hakeem. He's 3. Sophisticated Jerk is 4. And it's somebody that don't be on here no more like that. But I mean, it's their mind is incredible. His name is Paulo Fessa. A lot of people seen him. He's been on panels and everything like that. But he doesn't do anything as far as polarizing, so he don't get that much light. But as far as his mindset, his who he is spiritually grounded, as far as that man shit, he got it in spades. He's that guy. And
I want to admit something to you.
Yeah.
When I look back at my life, the things that I've done, the things that I gotten into, I just got into them because it was fun. And over time, learning the mistakes that I've made, the bad choices, I decided that after this year, I think it's time to hang it up. Now, there are people that that have been rocking with me ever since that incident, which we will not be getting into.
Correct.
Want me to stay, and they want me to tough it out, and they just want me to rock with them. It's like I could, but what purpose does it serve when you have a bunch of people just screaming at each other all the time? Now when you mention DJ Hamp is believe it or not, people should just cling to him due to the fact that he controls his panel the right way.
Absolutely.
the right way. I mean, he's a bit of an ass at times, but he's fair. I'll just say that. He is definitely fair when it comes to, you know, talking points, how he handles certain people when it comes to the men, when it comes to the women. And I would say people should often subscribe to him, and that could be their fight club. Although it's not the fight club that people are used to.
That's the thing. It's not because it's not a fight club. That's why I said. That's why you didn't see me name. There's certain people on that list that I didn't name because to me they're not men. They haven't came into their fullness. So that fight club stuff is not what men do. What Hamp is over there doing is, and this is the reason why, that not only does he have the ear of women, he also have the ear of men too. Men respect him. And the reason why I respect him because he is one of them ones. When you walk into a room, you recognize who is like you and also who is okay, that's the guy that's a notch above you. And people recognize this is the reason why people give what's called deference to him because they recognize, oh, he's one of those ones that's a notch above you. It's just certain ones, and you just had to be honest with yourself that if we come into a room, like we all know who steps in the room, they cover a big shadow and stuff. And those of us that also do that, we recognize each other. So that in his space, you very, very, very rarely see any type of dysfunction. You have people, so it's going to be some sort of dysfunction. But I would say 95% of the time, 95, and I'm not even exaggerating about that. It's clean because he's not going to play that at all. And people understand. No, I'm not going to yell at you. You're just not coming over here. I can easily get you out of here, or you even conduct yourself like the man or woman that you say you are. So which one you want to be over here, act like a man or a woman, or you don't want to be over here? He's not one of those people. Oh, I gotta allow the most disruptive person in my panel and my chat because people are either attention hungry or money hungry, and they're willing to break the. This is why I was saying I can't walk with somebody if they're willing to break their own rules that they say, oh, yo, I don't deal with that. But then you allow people around you that do the things that you said is a rule. And for me, I don't understand that. I don't understand.
What's the situation with him and Fantastic? Are they really gonna box for real or they already did that already?
No, they're going to box. That's man shit, bro. That's why I love it. That's why I said he's the guy. We've been trying to get that going for years, ever since Anton made that weak ass Fight Club. That's not what men do. Men don't get around and yell and scream at each other all day. That's not what we do. Is
believe it or not, we try to make that happen. We tried to have that happen years ago. Shouts out to TC. Shouts out to TC. But hey, I don't trust it. I didn't trust it because number one, there are too many things can go wrong because no one likes to take an ass whooping. If you take an ass whooping, niggas pop off, they get into their feelings, and then they pull out the little blanket, and all of a sudden somebody ended up dead.
That's life. That's a good thing because I told a lot of people on here they need to go in.
That's a good thing, Truth.
Yeah.
That's not where I came from. I came from when you got your ass whooped and you laid down. You know what we did? Help the guy up. And we went and we had a conversation. And then the next day we became friends.
Oh, damn. Well,
we became good friends. And we always reminisce. We always reminisce. This is like you beat me, okay. All right, cool. I beat you, okay, cool. Guess what? We 44 or 45 years old, and we go back. I remember the time when I used to whoop your ass. It was like, yeah, nigga, whatever, nigga. You know, I'll whoop your ass. We here. Nowadays, I don't trust people anymore. Just like that situation between me and Poppy, I don't trust him.
We're men now.
Huh?
It's not a game. Back in the day in Vikings, when they fought to the death, bro.
How do you go to the Vikings?
Yeah.
OMG.
Yeah.
Vikings. Vikings.
Any culture that you want where war and actual men were there, they didn't fight to like. They fought to get you up out of there.
We can fight each other, but we can't fight the white man. Make that make sense.
You fight whoever says they trying to come and take your life.
Yeah.
I've had more white people afraid of me. I've never met a white person that wasn't afraid of me. So
I still listen. The
that
thing did I tell you that I'm from Lansing, Michigan? The home of the Capitol and the home of the Ku Klux Klan, where they protest each and every single year. And then we got guns now. I come from that. I would rather fight them because I feel comfortable where I'm at. You said you don't think there's a black community. I live in the black community, basically. I can go to it. I have my neighbors, which are Haitian. I can go down there right where they are in the middle of them arguing with them speaking Creole and be comfortable as hell. Like this is home to me.
Yeah, that don't count.
I feel so homesick. I feel so homesick that it's like I don't even want to be. I don't even want to be nowhere else. I don't. And then I got my other neighbors, which they said Christmas gets every year. What?
I said, did you forget the barometer to see if it was a community or not? We had what we had talked about earlier. People that you said you're comfortable with. Like I said, if they were tested to see if they loved you over themselves or their family.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but family is family, man.
See what you just did?
Well, when I say truth, when I say that,
I see what you just did.
You know what I mean. Because again, you got to take the good and the bad with everything. You do. You got people who the same person that loves you is the same person that's gonna hate you the next morning, and then they come together. Oh, I'm so sorry. Have breakfast. It happens in every situation.
Have that, and see that's one thing. I used to have people around me like that. I used to, but now I filter, and my circle is so small now because I have actually authentic love around me, not enablers, and daggone sure not people that if given the right opportunity or situation where they either threaten or not even threaten, it's just an opportunity for gain. They would cut my daggone throat.
You can't do that. You see, not your
throat. And that's right there. That's a community. That's family. That's love.
So you be more so I mean we had these talks before, the truth, and I don't believe you when you say that. You mean to tell me you feel more comfortable around white folks than you would do with us? Are you serious?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said
no.
Well,
I'm adding that little caveat in there.
Oh yeah. No, the answer is no. The context of that is you talk about the white folks that I know that I have around me right now. Yes. The white people I have around me right now. Now, the people I was just talking about, they're not white. But there are white people that I have around me now that would I trust them over you guys? Yeah. Do y'all see what y'all do to each other on here?
Over me.
Do y'all see what y'all do to each other on here, man?
You trust me over me? Really?
Do y'all see what y'all do to each other on here, man?
And why you keep saying y'all? Why you keep saying I don't do those type of things? Because I
just
learned
brought up a person that you did to him.
But wait a minute. Okay.
And it wasn't just him.
I can explain the whole. Listen,
okay, so what are you doing right now? Hold on, watch this. Wait
a minute. Let me explain. Let me explain the whole situation with, let's just say, me and Big J. That wasn't intentional. That wasn't intentional at all. That just came. Me and Big J, we cool with one another. That just happened out the blue. It just happened. He got on my nerves because we're on a topic that he wasn't even on. He was just on his topic, and it was on Sharon's panel. And I'm like, and he keeps doing it and keeps doing it and keeps doing it. And it was just a mechanism out of me. I explained this to Natish. That wasn't intentional at all. At all. And I didn't know it was going to end up on Baller X. I didn't know that.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a part of who y'all are. Y'all going to listen. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna give you a prime example. When Night's show come on today, hopefully, if you're still up or whatever, when this show come on, watch when I go and see. I always try to get over there early before he open the door for the rats and the roaches to come in. I try to get over there. Soon as the roaches start creeping in from the lights being cut off in certain rooms, and they move, lights being on in one room, so they move to the room that's dark, and they come right into the chat. That's the dark room, so they can peek through the light. That's when we up on the panel and everything, and you will see them. You will hear them. It's so many of them. You can hear them walking around and shit, and you will see in the chat first thing in the morning. They wake up to say my goddamn name. I have never seen nothing like it. Not say hello to Nightsh, not to introduce themselves, not to greet everyone, not to say anything nice. They come in to say my name and say something disparaging, degenerate, dysfunctional, or hateful. The first thing they get up in the morning, and you want me to say black community? What? There ain't no white person doing that. Ain't no white person doing that. That's all black people. Soon as they get up, and we've had plenty of white people in these spaces, they don't get up here and say that. They damn good to daggone niggas. They good to us in these spaces. They man, all the white people I done met, they worship the ground.
I've seen how real good that they are. Yeah, I've seen it too.
I walk on. Now, once the race,
they love the niggers. Yeah, they definitely love the niggers.
They love my black ass.
So much so that they have to say it 9 or 10 times to get their point across. Yeah, we really love them. Yeah.
So that right there until I see a change. And I even asked, I said, hey, bro, in my city, we had this thing called ceasefire. I said, just like we got the purge this weekend, I said, let's see if we can do a ceasefire for a weekend, which means nobody in the space says anything negative, disparaging, dysfunctional, degenerate, no ugliness, no posting.
And you know that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. You know why?
No, listen to what I just said. Listen to exactly what you just said out your mouth.
No. I'm telling you why.
That is my point. It should be a why. If in this terrible city, one of the worst cities in the world, we're number one or even number two, us in St. Louis keep flipping. Number one and number two in homicides.
Baltimore?
Yes, Baltimore and St. Louis. You can actually look it up.
It's New York. It's New York.
Look it up. I'm looking at Let me pull that right now because I look at it every day just to see how many deaths we got. Because it's funny.
I thought it was New York.
Yeah, we right behind St. Louis still. And that's only because St. Louis got, what, 15 more than us?
Well, hell, move. You ever think about moving to Vegas?
Hold on. No, I don't want to move. I don't have a problem. I just told you I don't have a problem with that. You just heard me say I don't have a problem with that. I think a lot of niggas don't need to be on this planet. I think people need to go. Certain people, we need to start what's called culling the herd. We need to get some people out of here. And that goes to all races. Anything that's ugly and trash and it ain't producing anything, it needs to go, man. It's got to get out of here. But back to what I was saying, until, like you just said, it would never happen. I know that. But what it proves is I can go whatever time. Somebody say truth. Could you actually not say a negative, disparaging word to somebody for whatever time period I lay forth? Yes. That's easy. That's very easy. That's not even hard to do.
I'm gonna do something that I rarely do, and I'm not pinning flowers. I'm gonna use myself as an example. I'm comfortable where I'm at, and the people who usually come over here, even though they're mostly female, I don't know why, but even the brothers, when they come over here, they feel a sense of comfort. They do. I'm not saying that I do mess up from time to time, but I'm learning as I go along. But once I shut this thing off, man, I'm with my family. My daughter is about to turn 13 in the next couple of weeks. I can't mess around with this.
Oh,
I can't mess around with this no longer. Yeah. Because what you it's like what you it's like they tell you not to bring your work home with you. What you get out of this internet is what you get out of this internet, and you let it stay here. Okay. I'm not gonna go to my child, and I'm not gonna act ratchet or anything unless we have a good conversation. And it's just like when me and Nidus were speaking, and it was just us. Freaking Uncle Tom comes up in there, and you know me and Uncle Tom, we butted heads.
I love
we didn't butt heads that time. We didn't butt heads that time. And
that is
that's
a guy that you can ride with.
Thank you.
Ride with. Uncle Tom is that dude. I know if war broke out, he's going to make sure we have the best availability to live. But that's with anyone. And that's what I like about him. He's a man. I love every guy that's a man. He's a man personified. He's married. He's successful. He's fought in a war. Everything that a man is and is known to be throughout the history, he represents that. He likes to come on here and troll to get his thing off and everything like that. That's what some people, when they got all that type of money and got nothing else to do, they do stuff like that. That's cool. Mm-hmm. But I know some real heavy stuff when we be having some real conversations. He's insightful. He has wisdom, all those type of stuff. So those types, he's just like Nightish. That's why I name a lot of people like, hold up, you'll tell people to go mess with Nightish? I'm like, yeah. Because see, what I get from him, a lot of people don't get from him. I get him early in the morning. He's not on that fuck shit. He's not on that stupid, rah, making our jokes, talking about he's, box wine, Nightish, and all this type of stuff. We've been having great conversations, laid back, nothing wrong goes happen. Soon as he opened that door, because he still has a business to run, he still has stuff here to try to gain, and he's trying to make money. I understand it. Would I do it that way? No. but that's how he does it. And I respect it. I respect everybody for being who they are, as long as you absolutely know and understand and be honest about who you are. That's why I respect it, because I can get what I need out of him, which is we can have conversations, we can have wisdom. He's going to tell me the truth and not give me his feelings. He's always honest and truthful with me, about me, who I am, what he knows me to be, all those type of things. And that's why I love him to death. Not just as one of the people that I really closely align with. He remind me of my uncles and my G-pop.
I can respect that, and just like how you can rock with him, I can rock with Illmatic.
Who's that?
Philosophical, not Illmatic. Philosophical.
Oh yeah, philosophical. Oh man, Phew. That's a man. That guy got knowledge in spades. That's another one.
Yeah.
Now the only difference is because of how the only problem that I have, and it's not even a problem, it's just a preference. He's sort of like you on the end of the black thing. And see, everybody know I'm not a pro-black thing. I'm not a pro-black thing. I'm not an all-black thing.
I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what
the Umar thing. I'm not of that ilk.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm of.
But you can still come to the meetings.
This right here. This matter of fact, this is what I want you to say. This what everybody. If anybody asks me, truth, who is your people and what do you represent? This is the complete, text that you need to go to, that you will fully say, okay, I will never ask Truth what the hell he is, who he support, who he rock with, why he rock with them, so on and so forth. I understand completely now. There's never going to be a time that it wasn't. So I'm gonna pull this up for you real quick, and I want you to read this real quick, and then that way you will say, okay, I will never say you with black people, you with white people, you don't like black people, you don't like white people. These are the people that I love and like, and that I'm who I'm with. These are the people. If you are this, we going to the promise. I will walk with you anywhere. I will die for you. Your kids and your babies are my kids and my babies. We in this together. We in this together.
I honestly don't really care who you rock with as long as you feel comfortable. That's the thing. If you feel comfortable with Anton, then you feel comfortable with Anton. I don't.
Oh hell no! This ain't Anton right here.
No. My point. My point is, if you feel comfortable rocking with the brother, then go ahead. I don't do that.
Hell no. Say no. Nope. We ain't doing that. That's why I said, here we go.
Okay. If it were tyranny.
Read that for me down there.
Let's see. Did you pull it up? Okay.
All you gotta do is click on it. There you
go. Okay.
read that for me, good brother. I don't know when the last time you opened a good book, but this is the start of the good day.
All I see is First Peter chapter 2:9, and I can't see that shit. I can't see that from here.
Okay, I'll read it because I can see it. Right, that's what I said. I'm gonna read it because I can see it. I can see it that you posted. All right. So it says First Peter.
Oh, never mind. I hit the thing. My bad. First Peter second chapter, verse 9 through 12. Oh, this is the new.
It's supposed to be 9 through 10, but it came up
national version. Okay. But you are a chosen people.
Hold on. Yeah. Thank you for pulling that up. Hold on. You're right. That's my problem. I didn't never see that. Thank you for changing this. Yeah, you got it, Shorty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. I don't play them
He
type of
went
games.
he went to the King James, bro. Okay, all right. All right.
Let's do
But
it.
but ye are chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a forgive me,
Peculiar.
peculiar people, that ye should shew forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. You're talking about God. I get it. Which in the time past were not a people, but are now people of God, which have, and hopefully my wife doesn't hear me talking about this, she'll completely get upset. Which have not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy.
Let's go. Let's go. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's who I am right there. Let's go, shorty. That's what I'm all about. You say, hey, if you with all that, shorty, I'm rocking with you till the wheels fall off, boy. We going to the end.
And you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
This thing, black, white, Korean, Asian, Mexican, American, Palestinian, Russian. Man, if you on that list with that,
you know what? And I wouldn't mind taking the bittersweet of the Bible and putting the word of the Bible into my mouth, and it tastes like honey, but it tastes kind of sweet.
Boy, that's
Don't mind that at all.
That you're milk and honey, boy.
Milk and honey. That's right.
You ever take? You
I
ever had
don't mind that at all.
Almond milk with the honey in it, and honey and vanilla in it. Woo! That almond milk, shorty. Not that milk that comes from the cow with pus in it. I'm talking about that good almond milk. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that good bowl of cereal. That should be sweet.
Me personally, I like the chocolate almond milk, but that's just me. That's just me. That's just me.
I'm rocking with you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And just think, if you had a woman who was just as strong and just as knowledgeable with the good book, what's up? What's up?
I got one, shorty.
You got one. All right.
Oh my God.
All right.
When I say, look, let me tell you something. Not only because you know how people, and people will say, yeah, my woman is everything. Ask anyone.
Okay.
About who Truth Girl is. They're gonna say, oh, who, Tequila? Oh, that's as good as it gets.
Okay. That's
as good as it gets. And when it comes to the Lord, that woman loves the Lord. That woman loves the Lord, shorty. She loves that man.
That is a great thing.
She will love you down, boy.
Findeth the wife, findeth the good thing. I had no problem with that.
Favor from the Lord, man. When I say, listen, daughter of Sarah, tightest raised woman. Proverbs 31, the one that we always talk about. Woo! Oh my goodness. I didn't even think they even exist no more. Oh my goodness. Oh my
I often tell people wait on God. He will send you someone. And
I never in my life have met a woman like this ever since my grandmother. That was the last one. And not my father's mother, my mother's mother. My mother's mother, that was the greatest woman that I ever seen in my life. And she's been gone for 26 years. 26 years later, I met the one that took her place. This is by far the greatest woman that I have ever met in my entire life. And it's not even close. She is leap bounds away from probably the second greatest woman that I would say I met. I mean, leap. This girl, man. Oh my goodness. And about 5 or 6 months, my brother, I'll be in rarefied air. There will be a
you know, and you know what? Make sure to send me an invite, and I'll make sure to bring the flowers and the candy up to whoever, you know.
Flower cards and candy.
And just promise me one thing. Just promise me one thing.
What's that?
You're not gonna shed not one tear when he's he's giving the benediction.
Man, I already know I'm gonna cry. I ain't
you ain't supposed to be shedding tears.
I already cried because how great this girl is, man. I have never in my life seen a woman this good, man. I just haven't. It's very, very scary how great she is. It's insane.
No, it's what's called grace.
It's it's not even human. It's not even human.
It's grace. It's all it is. It's just grace. It's just, again, it's waiting on God and being and waiting for so long that he said, you know what? I'm gonna give you somebody because you have been patient. You have been patient. And I say congratulations to you. Just like I said, congratulations to Flora and Jay Prince.
Yes. Everybody hates that, and man, I love it.
I don't know why.
I love it.
I love it too.
People hate to see,
even though Flora has a mouth and she can be inconsistent from time to time, but nevertheless, she can teach Jay Prince something. Just like Jay Prince can teach her something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hope it's long term. That's the only thing we can hope is it's long term. And he learns what marriage is about. Marriage is, trust me, I've been in it for too long.
I pray that they go to the end. I talked to them and I told them they have everything that they need.
Yes.
As long as right now how they love each other, I said every day that y'all wake up, start with that love every day.
Every day.
Every single day, start off. So you wake up, it's a new day, start with that love. It's just like when I said Jay Prince, just like you so happy, Truth, I'm about to get married. Like he like a kid in a candy store, like a fat kid.
Smiling from ear to ear.
Smiling, happy. I have never seen him lit up like that. Never. I said that feeling right there. I said every day that you roll over and you see her and she sleep, that smile should be about to bust your cheeks open. That's what you want. You should be like, oh my God, I'm blessed. Why did you bless me when I know I'm completely unworthy of this? I deserve hell. And you gave me heaven on earth with this beautiful thing that I have. I said, as long as you have that every day and you had that mindset.
You was humble. You was humble. You was praying in sackcloth and ashes.
Oh yeah. On the knees crying, bro. On the knees crying every day.
Oh yes. And the Lord has heard your prayers. Now, with that being said, do you think still is no black community?
Yes.
Because what you just said, that's a shining light right there. You can't get rid of that shining light. Why?
How many people are overjoyed and happy about that?
A lot.
What?
No,
you didn't see all the hate that they got? I was just on a panel earlier today where they was hating.
We're not going to mention the ones who truly hate those two.
It was more than the ones that was happy.
I know, but no, according to what I seen, people were joyed. People were overjoyed. Maybe it was a small handful to you, but to me, it was more than enough.
How many channels did you hit yesterday? That's what I'm gonna say. Because I hit at least about 8
Oh, it was more than yesterday because they were on like at least one. They at least for once every 3. It was day 1, 2, and 3. They were on. If she wasn't on, then he was on.
No, I'm talking about the channels that the people were talking about them. That's what I'm saying.
Izzy said he was one of those ones that said congratulations. He said congratulations.
Okay, go back. Yesterday, because I was there. All I would say is go back.
Well, what time? What time was it? In the morning was it? Because
his first show, it ran all day.
Right.
One show yesterday.
I caught it early in the morning, and he said what he said, and I agreed with him 100%.
Go back to when we all was up there. Yours, just go back. I ain't saying is not happening.
You gonna have people.
I'm saying go to everyone else, but is go to everyone else, but it. Go to
everybody else, but is. Okay.
Is C Love, me, and the guy Ron Mac. Look at everybody else.
You just mentioned you. Okay, you just mentioned you, Izzy, and who?
C Love and the guy Ron Mac.
That's all you need.
So listen to what you asked me. I didn't say all he needs. We already know. I just said I have a very small.
I understand what you're saying, but you
don't have that community that you're talking about.
I understand, but okay. Do you need? How many people do you need to change a tire? One. But if a person comes up to help, you, you have more than just you that are putting on tires. But if you have a person that say puts on your tires and charges your car because you're stuck on the side of the road, that's 3. You're stuck on the side of the road.
That's a family. Huh? That's a family, not a community.
Okay, but look how many people who are giving praises to this. I don't want to say the word praise.
The number is extremely lopsided. 4 people go to see how many people is in the tag on chat. Y'all hate each other until I see it. Until y'all show me. Okay, here we go. We got the greatest opportunity. If you can talk people out of having this purge this weekend.
So I can talk people to having the purge.
I said if not you can
having the purge. Auntie?
You didn't know it's only one purge.
Duh, but I don't know. Okay, but
it's only one purge. Auntie's purge. It's this weekend. Yeah, it's only one. If
so
you can
talk, what if I do this? What if I can do this? What if I can have Jay Prince come up on the panel? We can talk it out for about an hour or 2.
No. I said about the community thing.
Okay, we can talk. We can talk, and we can see how many people are going to be in the chat.
Nope. I said the community thing. If you can get a ceasefire, because we do that here in this horrible city of mine, and it actually works. It be no death. People actually organize and actually obey. If you can't even do that on here when it's absolutely easy to shut your daggone mouth, I don't want to hear there is not a problem or there is a black community ever, because it's not one. And people, we really know that, but we just don't want to accept the truth. We know it's not. Everybody has the individual pride.
A majority of people who are very cooperative. And I tell you, you're going to have more than enough if you have me talking with Jay Prince and how many people are going to be in the chat. And I guarantee you,
I think
there
you
are going to be
misunderstand what
so
I'm saying.
many. I understand what you're saying, but this is what's coming from me. If you have people in the chat and you know how I operate, they're going to be so joyful. They're
That's
going
not
to
what I'm
be
talking about. Though.
so joyful. But
That's
you
not what I'm
want too
talking about.
much. You
No, I
want a lot
don't.
to happen. You want a lot to happen in
No,
one
I
day.
don't. That's the point. I don't want it because I know it won't never happen. I know
Surprisingly, what if it does? What you gonna say then?
What I want is what's happening.
Why?
What do you? Because it's the
Why?
truth. And it's what's going to happen. It's what's inevitable, and I like being right. I love the fact that we're about to go into a purge, and y'all about to yell,
Not me.
scream, and say the most
Not
devilish,
me.
hateful,
Not me.
evil, most conniving, most
No.
sinister.
No.
Y'all about to make the devil so proud and happy, and
no, because the more you
make him
speak,
feel like he about to have an
the more you
orgasm this
speak
weekend.
to it in existence, the more it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen regardless.
But why do you?
It's going to happen regardless.
To be perfectly honest, I need to seriously ask this of you because I know you better than that. Why do you really want this to happen?
What?
This whole
Why do I want what?
This whole separation between black men, and black men, whether it be old lion against young lion, black women versus black men versus black women. Why do you want that to happen so bad? I'm quite curious. And something's wrong with your mic. Truth. Yoo-hoo. Something happened with Truth's mic. Damn, just when I was getting the info. Damn it. Just when I was getting the info, it was getting juicy. Sheesh. Shit. Wait, is Night on? Because I know Truth. He loves black people. He do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Well, I guess I gotta go ahead and oh boy. Oh well. Truth is probably gonna go over tonight's just panel, which I love Truth. That's my brother. That's my brother. Even though we have our differences, that's still my brother. And I'm always gonna love him like a brother no matter what. So, and it's not gonna even matter because pretty soon this channel will be deleted. I'm just experimenting for right now. I'm experimenting because I know there's some potential somewhere. And I know we can get some things right. And I know we can potentially be family. And I know that men and women of these spaces somehow, some way, are going to have to face reality. We are all we have. We are all that we have right now. We are all that we have. So until that time comes, we're just going to have to trust the process. Like Ifa Tunde, trust the process. It's slow. It's not where everybody wants it to be. Everybody just wants it to be so feathered. We should just get along right here, right now. It doesn't work because too many differences. Just too many differences. And I mentioned it earlier, and I'm glad Truth came up. I'm glad Truth came up here because we were talking about the thing that I just mentioned, that nobody likes talking about the Lord. Nobody likes talking about God. And I understand why. I understand why. Because people like to blame God for everything that's been done to them. And I said, why are you blaming a supreme being for something that you did? Why are you doing that? Why are you blaming a supreme being that's doing something that you chose to do? That's your choice, not mine.
Okay, I'm back now. Do you want me answer the question?
Yes,
And
sir.
then I'm actually about to prove my slogan because Nightish is on.
Okay.
But my actual answer to that is, now you ask, why do I WANT want this to happen? All right, so let's make sure we use that word, and then I'm gonna input another word. We're going to answer your direct question first, and then I'm gonna input another word. Do I want? I do not. I don't want it to happen. That's the answer. No, I don't want it to happen. Now you take the one out. Do I know? KNOW. No, this is going to happen. I absolutely, inevitably, and most righteously know that y'all are going to always say something negative about each other.
Weren't you just going at some idiotic person the other night, even though he started it, and you were going back and forth with each other?
Hey, thank you for adding that caveat. Thank you for having that caveat. You have a good day.
What you? Damn, come on. But come on, but he started it. But hell, you could have said something positive. You could have said, you know what, I love you, my brother, and peace be unto you. You could have said something like that. People live and they learn. But Trish is on right now, and she's going over the night assist. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. But thanks for being up with me so late. All right. God bless you all. Good night.